Brandt, left baseline. Back to Bacon, left corner three. And Austin Bacon knocks down a big one there. And the Rockets are back up by 3 with just under 9 to play in the half. Now Columbus back to our left. Here's Drexler, top of the key. In the lane for Noreen. And Noreen may have been held on the break to the basket. And we've got a Rocket foul on the play.
Yeah, nice curl cut by Noreen through the middle of the lane. And Drexler found him, but then there was a grab before he could finish the layup.
Number 2 on Gavid Kilty, so they're going to get him out of there. And so now we've got Carson Schmidt in for Spencer. Neenest inbounds to Noreen, top of the key after the non-shooting foul. Olsen now drives into the lane. Kicks it out to Neenest on the near wing. Neenest drives to the basket. Layup no good. Rebound grab by Caleb Brandt. Rockets get a stop, and they have the ball back to our right. Up by 3. 24-21. Big Rocket run right here.
Yeah, it's been a game of runs, that's for sure. Both teams.
And so now the Rockets in the half court. Down low, turnaround jumper by Schmidt. And blocked partially, but there was also a foul on the shot. So Carson Schmidt will go to the line. He was fouled on the shot by Noreen.
Looked like a pretty clean block, actually.
So Schmidt at the line and no good. Yeah, they've been Nystrom back in now for Noreen in the Columbus lineup. Yeah, calling it kind of tight here early on, right?
Yeah, pretty tight, especially in the beginning. They were calling a couple chippy ones. Now they've been relaxing a little bit here as it goes on. Not quite as many calls.
All right, so now that second one no good. He missed them both. So I guess no harm, no foul. Here come the Dons back to our left. Wilczek drives in, lost the ball, picked up by Cash. Don's turnover, Rockets on the run out. Cash from the right side, fade away layup. I don't know what that was, but the Rockets are on a big run now. Cash knocks down a big shot, and Spencer has jumped out to a 26-21 lead.
Yeah, that was quite a finish by Cash. He came in on the right side, was heading toward the block, and there was a defender at the block, so he took 2 steps out to the right to take himself out to about the 12-foot range, and then he banked it in as he was heading toward the baseline rather than toward the basket. So quite a shot off the backboard. I didn't think he would make that, but he did. And like you said, give him the 5-point lead going into the second part of the first half.
Yeah, what are they on, like a 14-0 run? Wasn't it 21-12?
Gosh, I don't know.
Boy.
I didn't really pay attention to how much they were up by at that time. Columbus.
Boy, I think it was like a 9-point lead. Columbus has been stuck on 21 for a while here. They have the ball to our left now, down by 5. Big run by the Rockets here after Columbus went on a run. Tommy Nystrom drives the lane, misses a wide open layup. Again, the Dons cannot finish around the rim.
Yeah, that's 3 layups for sure, I remember, that they had that were point blank with really no pressure.
Rockets have it back to our right. Ehlert up top for Bauman. Back to Ehlert. Left side 3. No good. And now the rebound tipped to Ehlert in the lane. Shot up in front of the rim. No good. Drexler with the rebound. Outlet to Neenest on the left wing. Up top for Wilczek. Don's back in the half court to our left. Now Olsen drives the lane. Layup no good. Dons miss another layup. Boy, they cannot finish at the rim in this ball game so far tonight, and it's costing them dearly here in the early going. Rockets now have it back after another Columbus miss. Bauman down low, Ehlert right baseline, up and in, and now the Rockets are just picking apart the Dons D and having them for lunch here tonight. Now the Dons back to our left. Olsen, near side Wilczek, Drexler, left corner 3, no good. Rebound Cash. Drexler missed another Columbus shot, and the Rockets get it back now after a miss, up by 7. With 6 to play in the half. Down low, pass intended for Schmidt, and knocked away and stolen by Columbus. Wilczek, near side for Nienist. Now on top for Olsen. Nystrom on the near wing. Over to Wilczek, and now we've got an offensive foul away from the ball. This might be on Drexler. Number 1 on Drexler as the Rockets get Gavin Kilty back in. We should mention the Dons are playing without Eden Jacobson, their main rebounder here tonight. He is gone. Here come the Rockets back to our right, running the floor. Ehlert to Kilty. Gavin not ready for a pass, and that one goes sailing out of bounds right back to Columbus. So, yeah, the Dons missing a key part of their offense and one of their 5 starters here tonight.
Yeah, he's definitely their leading rebounder by far on this team.
All right, and a big presence inside. Now Wilczek drives to the rim for Columbus and gets fouled after missing a layup. So that one on Ehlert now, number 1 on him, and Wilczek will go to the foul line for the second time in the ball game.
Yeah, Ehlert made a big mistake last time down the court, which you don't want to do. He jumped up in the air and had nothing, and then he had to make a decision. And that's when he threw the ball off of Gavin Kilty, just whipped it at him, and went off his hands. There's no chance of catching it. It's just something you don't want to do, go up in the air and not have any idea what you're going to do.
All right, so now the second one no good after Wilczek made the first one. Oh, but a big offensive rebound by Nienist, and the Dons have it. And he'll fire a 3, no good. And that one going out of bounds, tipped back inbounds by Nystrom, but right to Austin Bacon of Spencer. Rockets have it, up by 6, 5:15 to go in half number 1. 28-22, Rockets in front. Bauman, right side 3, oh, wow! Hayden Bauman with a big one, nothing but net. It barely moved on that one. He drained it. Now Drexler to Nienist on the other end. Wilczek drives in, kicks it out. Nystrom, right side 3, no good. And a rebounding foul on Spencer after that miss by Nystrom.
Yeah, Nystrom had a good open look on a kick, on a drive in and kick back out. He had a good look, but just couldn't knock it down. And they really could have used that one because, like you said, they only scored 1 point in like a long time.
Wow, it's been a long time. Now Ehlert, that was his second foul. He will come out of the Spencer lineup here. And looks like Caleb Brandt back out there. Don's inbounding baseline. Nienist to Nareen. Right side of the rim. Missed a bunny. Right at the rim again, the Dons miss another one. Boy, they cannot finish at the rim here tonight. And they have left a lot of points out there so far in the last 5 minutes of the ball game. So the Rockets back in the half court to our right. 4:20 to go in the half. Spencer leading 31-22, their biggest lead of the night. Now at 9. Kilty left side jumper, no good. Got his own rebound. Back to the rim and missed again. Nienist grabs it for Columbus. Up the far sideline to our left. Now Nienist to Drexler. Drexler back to Nienist. He'll drive in. Lost the ball. And no, it was slapped away by a Rocket defender. And there was some contact. A whistle and a foul, I believe, on Caleb Brandt. Number 1 on Caleb Brandt. It'll be a 1-and-1, I believe, for Nienist. After a timeout on the floor. Wild one here at Columbus. We expected nothing less. 31-22, Spencer by 9. 4 to play in half number 1. And back for more basketball after this.
Patchett Equipment Company, specializing in stainless steel fabrication worldwide, is a proud backer of Marshall.
30.
Clemmy Sales in Stratford is your hometown Chevrolet dealer. You won't get any high-pressure sales tactics from us. We simply offer great deals on quality, brand-new Chevrolet vehicles. We also have a great selection of pre-owned vehicles and expertly staffed service departments for all your repair and maintenance needs. Small town hospitality, just like your grandfather remembers. That's why people keep coming back time and time again for their next new vehicle. Experience small town service like no one else can deliver at Clemmy Sales in Stratford.
Yeah, they've just been making shots, and they're very comfortable against the Columbus 2-3 zone right now. I think as Columbus, I'd probably change it up because they're very comfortable getting whatever shot they pretty much want. Just a matter of how quickly they shoot. And Columbus just hasn't made shots like you've mentioned in the broadcast, that they've missed a lot of easy ones. At least 5 layups that were uncontested. So that's 10 points right there. Even if you make 4 of them, that's 8, and you're right back in the game. Yeah. So again, they just haven't been able to finish those easy ones they've gotten.
A 1-and-1 for Jaden Nenis now, and the first one is good, and so he'll get the bonus. And again, that was foul number 1 on Caleb Brandt a moment ago. Second one by Nenis, no good. Rebound tipped around. Nenis ends up with it, and the Dons retain possession. Nenis, left baseline drive to the rim, no good. Tough shot there. Went in at Brandt, who got the stop, and the Rockets come out of there with the ball. And they have it to our right, now leading by 8.
Columbus has switched to the 1-3-1 now, a different zone.
Oh, and they got a tip pass and a steal off of it. Nenis on the run out, hands to Wilczek, up for a shot, no good, but a whistle and a Spencer foul with 3:31 to go before halftime. And Wilczek now will be at the line for a 1-and-1. That was a shooting foul.
Shooting foul, yep. I'm always a believer in maybe trying to switch up the defense a little bit, just give the other team a different look. Even if you don't stay in it a long time, it just changes it, and Columbus did it there, and were able to get a turnover right away by switching defenses from the 2-3 to the 1-3-1.
And it worked. They got a turnover. Now Wilczek at the line. The first one was good. And now the second one is up and in as well. Wilczek 5 for 6 from the line, and the Dons cut the lead to 6, and now Noreen gets a steal in the backcourt, and then I believe got fouled by Bacon after he grabbed the steal after the Dons put the press on again. Wow. That's huge because that's 3 on Austin Bacon.
Another situation where a Spencer player jumped up in the air and you got nothing. You gotta get rid of it, or you're gonna travel, and that's exactly what Cash did on that one.
Oh, but he missed the free throw. Did Cole Noreen, and the rebound goes to the Rockets. 3:20 to go with Bacon on the bench, and now a turnover by the Rockets. Rucker couldn't handle the pass. Outlet pass up ahead for Noreen. Oh, it got away from him, and Bauman comes away with it. Rockets get it right back. Front court to our right. 3 to play. Rockets up by 6, leading 31-25. Cash on the near wing now, front court right. Cash drives in, pull-up jumper, no good. Rebound tip to Cole Noreen of Columbus. Noreen now, outlet to Wilczek as they cross the 10-second line. Pass to Nenis in the right corner, and Jaden was daydreaming over there and not ready for the pass, and he was wide open.
He was. He had a wide open 3 where he could have drove in whatever he wanted to because nobody was around him.
And the Rockets will get the ball back on another Dons turnover. Now it's Bauman up the near sideline to our right. In the lane for Rucker to Kilty from the left side, no good. Brandt with the rebound, put back, no good. And the ball knocked out of bounds by Columbus. It'll stay with the Rockets here with 2.5 remaining before halftime. Cash now will inbound for Spencer on the inline. Oh, throws it right to Rucker. Quick shot, no good. Cash comes in, grabs the rebound, and puts it up and in. And now it's a 33-25 Rocket lead. Meanwhile, Drexler open for 3 on the other end. He missed a wide open 3 right there. And the rebound goes to Hayden Bauman.
That's just one you got to knock down. When there's nobody around you, you're basically playing horse, but he couldn't put it in.
And now the Rockets back to our right. Open 3 for Cash. Off the front of the rim, no good. Bauman with the rebound in the lane. Rockets keep it alive with 2 to play before the half. Brandt in the left corner. Out for Bauman. Bauman down low for Kilty. Ball got away from him. Brandt grabbed the loose ball. Bauman back on top for Cash now with 1:40 to go. In the near corner for Brandt. Brandt to Rucker in the lane. Layup good. And the Dons defense got picked apart on that one. Rockets by 10, their biggest lead of the night. Now the Dons back to our left. Noreen drives in. Pull-up jumper, little floater in the lane, no good. Open look, couldn't drop it in. Rockets grab the rebound. Cash in the lane. Kicks it out to Bauman now. Back to Cash on the left wing. Brandt on the left side for three. Oh, another one for Brandt. And the Rockets are sticking it to Columbus here in their own gym with a minute to play. The Rockets lead by 13. Wilczek now on the right side to Nienist. Out top for Drexler. Wyatt dribbles in, kicks it out to Noreen on the left side. Listen to this Rocket crowd. It sounds like we're in Spencer. Hey, big crowd. The Rockets travel well. And now Nienist. Right side three, Noreen, no good. Rocket rebound, they get another stop. Oh, wow, the Rockets came to play tonight, baby. And they are in the lead with 18 seconds to go. Rockets will play for one final shot here, pulling the ball out, waiting for that shot. 10 seconds to go. Cash, top of the key. Now Bauman on the near wing with 5 seconds. Oh, pass tipped. Drexler up ahead for Nienist, who lost the ball in transition. And that is how half number one is going to end, as Marshfield Columbus went ice cold from the floor, and they can't buy a basket in the last, 9-10 minutes of the half. And they're down by 13 here at the halftime break. Wow.
Yeah, I think Columbus only scored about 4 points in the last 10 minutes, 9 or 10 minutes, somewhere in that neighborhood, because they had the 21 to, like you said, 12 lead or something like that. Now they have 25 versus 38 for Spencer. But the big story here, really, and this is a stat of the day. Let's play the music.
Right. Stat of the day, yeah.
27 rebounds for Spencer.
Wow.
And 12 for Columbus.
Man, oh man.
Spencer's not allowing hardly any second shots. They're getting all the loose balls, all the rebounds. And part of it is because Columbus is playing a zone. It's a little harder to box out in a zone. You still got to box out, but it's a little bit harder. And probably second is Edom Jacobson's out.
Yeah.
I mean, that hurts a little bit too. But to be down 15 rebounds difference in one half, that's huge, and that's really why I would say Spencer's really ahead right now, because of all the extra chances they're getting. When they miss that first chance, they're putting in on a second chance a lot of times.
Man, that is a stat, isn't it? Boy,
Yeah.
And that's maybe the key stat.
It is. It is. Turnovers are even. They both got 9, so
Okay.
that's no difference there. It's just rebounding is way, way, way different here, and that's why there's a 13-point lead by the Spencer Rockets.
Unbelievable. Yeah, the Rockets kind of had a fast start, and then the Dons went on a run and took the lead. But, boy, they were stuck on 21 forever, only have scored 4 points. The Rockets on a 26-4 run in the last, 9-10 minutes of that second, basically over half of the first half when they were going on that big run, grabbing all those rebounds. And by the way, on the other end, Columbus, when they did have an open look, just flat out missed a wide open shot.
Yeah, after they had that run, Columbus had that run, that was off of three-pointers basically. They got like 4 three-pointers in that run, and then after that, they really didn't make another three-pointer. And when you're a three-point shooting team, you have a tendency to have more runs like that, bad ones, good ones, because you're relying on that outside shot so much. And then Columbus did get some inside looks like we commented on, and they couldn't make those either.
Nope.
When they did get some layups off of transition or off of good passes or drives, they just could not finish them. And I know for sure they missed at least 5 of them that would have been 10 points that they could have had. But again, that's part of the game. You're going to miss some layups. You're not going to make every one,
Right.
but you hope you don't miss all 5 of them.
Oh, and they have. And so it's been a tough first half for Marshfield Columbus. It's been mostly Spencer in the rematch between the Rockets and the Dons. 38-25. and it is Spencer by 13 here at the halftime break. We'll take a break. Stay with us. Our halftime stats in just a moment.
Nuts Deep in Marshfield and Spencer is open now for Friday Fish Fry. Get to Nuts Deep now, get your fish fry, and watch this game. That's right, have your fish and watch the game. You get it all at Nuts Deep. You can also visit Nuts Deep Express Grab and Go in Marshfield, just south of 14th Street on South Central Avenue. Nuts Deep is open late after the game. We'll see you there.
R&R Flooring in Spencer is your place for the best in innovation and lowest pricing for your flooring project. New or remodel, tile, carpet, hardwood, ceramic, cork, you name it, R&R Flooring is ready for you today. R&R Flooring supports area programs like the broadcast you're watching and also supports area suppliers so you get great quality and pricing that fits your budget. Go to R&R Flooring today to see their showroom of flooring, furniture, mattresses, and custom-built showers. R&R Flooring in Spencer.
After a 26-4 run by Spencer in that first half here tonight. And the Rockets so far winning the rematch, and they won round one earlier in the season. Our halftime stats brought to you by Ag Country Farm Credit Services, supporting agriculture and rural communities. And Spencer being led tonight by, let's see here, Eric Ehlert and Caleb Brandt, each with 8, and they played well.
They have, yep. They've definitely played well, and, have looked very comfortable out there in handling the zones, for the most part, of the Columbus Dons.
All right, 7 for Austin Bacon, who's now got 3 fouls. 6 for Brett Cash. 5 for Hayden Bauman, including a 3-pointer. And 2 points apiece for Gavid Kilty and Caleb Rucker. And boy, the one thing I noticed about Spencer, pretty balanced scoring.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing, actually. And you get, 8 off the bench from Brandt, which is nice.
Yeah.
You get some off the bench scoring. And everybody contributed. And the reason that is like I say, they were getting a lot of offensive rebounds, so different guys were getting a chance to score off those rebounds. It wasn't off the regular set plays where the main guys tend to shoot a little bit more when you shoot the first shot, but the second shot is just basically a scramble. Whoever's open gets the layup.
All right, so Columbus led by Wyatt Drexler with 9 off of 3 3-pointers. That was on a little mini Columbus run, but he hadn't scored in a long time.
No, like I said, he's very streaky. He gets it going, and he can really make 3, 4, 5 in a row, but then he can miss 3, 4, 5, 6 in a row, just depending on what's happening, because he had a nice open look late in the first half, wide open, and again, that's one you got to make, and he wasn't able to put it down.
No, he was not. So 9 for Wyatt Drexler, 7 for Sam Wilczek, and including 5 of 6 from the foul line. 6 for Jaden Neenist, including a 3-pointer, and 1 of 2 from the foul line, and a 3-pointer by Tommy Nystrom. Where's he been tonight?
Well, Tommy Nystrom, he's an outside shooter.
And that's it.
You got to keep somebody on him, and if you keep somebody on him, and that's what Spencer did the first game. In the second half, they kept somebody on him, and he didn't get hardly any points, or I don't think he even scored in the second half of that game, and allowed them to come back and win that game. But that's what you got to do, and that their teams are finally figuring it out. That he's not going to drive much. It's just not really his game, hasn't been his game. And so you keep somebody close to him, never leave him, don't let that guy help, and you can usually do a pretty good job on Tommy.
All right, and they have done that. He has hit 1 3-pointer here in this first half, and that is it for Tom Nystrom. Gage Stratman and Cole Nareen and Grant Olson all scoreless for Marshfield Columbus in that first half, and they need everybody tonight with Jacobson gone.
Yeah, and they've been playing, I think, 9 guys, for most of the year. So they've got a little more depth this year than they've had in past years. So they've got some other guys that can step up. Not that Jacobson's not a loss, but they do have some other guys that can play in his absence.
All right, so it's Spencer, 38. Marshfield Columbus, 25. Rockets by 13 here at the halftime break. Stay with us. We've got second half action from Marshfield Columbus coming up next on WOSQ.
With more winter snow on the way, make your way to Chili Implement. Chili Implement, located conveniently between Marshfield and Chili, just north of Highway 10, is ready to help you make snow removal easier. Visit Chili Implement and see how their complete selection of Kubota and Cub Cadet snow removal machines will simplify your winter. Chili Implement open Monday through Saturday for sales, service, and parts. Chili Implement will also help you finance your next purchase. You can also see more at chiliimplement.com.
Are you living with a prosthesis that is causing discomfort or pain? You have options, and I'm here to help. Hi, my name is Shai. I'm the owner of Next Step Prosthetics in Marshfield. You have a choice where you go for prosthetic care. My focus and specialty is providing a prosthesis that you enjoy wearing to help you get your life back. Why wait another day? Call to set up a free, no obligation evaluation. Let's take the next step together to a better life.
Rally at the Alley tonight at Strike Time Lanes in Neilsville. Strike Time Lanes open at 4 Monday through Friday and 11 Saturday and Sunday. Happy hour Monday through Friday from 4 to 6. Cheer on the team tonight and then rally at the Alley after the game. Strike Time Lanes is your Packers headquarters on Sunday. Enter to win a flat screen TV. Strike Time Lanes in Neilsville is also your place for Fish Fry Friday. Rally at the Alley tonight and every night at Strike Time Lanes.
OSQ. We will be at Loyal High School. The Greyhounds taking on Neilsville. A couple of teams at or near the top of the Eastern Cloverbelt Conference on the girls' side. And so that's the game we've got for you tomorrow night from Loyal High School here on WOSQ. That should be a really good one tomorrow night.
Yeah, who do you think's going to win?
Well, that's a good question. Let's see. Boy, that I don't know.
Have you seen them both?
I have seen them both.
Okay. Who has the better record?
Well, Neilsville.
Neilsville does, okay.
Yeah. So I'm going to go with Neilsville, I think, with the big win on the road.
Okay. Yep. Got a great tradition, that's for sure.
You got that right. So we'll find out tomorrow night here on WOSQ. Big one at Loyal High School. Big one in the Eastern Cloverbelt tonight on the boys' side. Spencer leading Marshfield Columbus 38-25. Eastern Cloverbelt Conference boys basketball here tonight on WOSQ. Spencer Marshfield. With Todd Schultz, I'm Mike Warren. Columbus starts the second half with the ball. Front court to our right, and Jaden Nenis misses a wide open layup, and they pick up right where they left off in the first half, missing wide open shots.
And that was a great drive.
Yeah.
He went strong to the hoop,
yeah,
got right there.
I mean, you can't make it any easier.
Yeah, he just couldn't make it.
All right, so Spencer now back to our left. Pull-up jumper in the lane for Brett Cash, no good. Got the rebound on the left side, and Cash up and in. He's got 8. This Rocket lead has grown to 15.
Cash was just more aggressive on the boards there. He should have never got that rebound. Columbus had the inside position. He just went in there and said, I'm getting it, and he got it.
Yep, no Eden Jacobson, no rebounds tonight. Here's a drive to the rim. Oh, this just in. Columbus can make layups now. Tom Nystrom got to the rim on that one. A big basket there for the Dons, and they desperately needed that.
They did.
Wow.
They did.
That's their first basket in a long time. Rockets to our left. And they have a 40-27 lead, opening moments of the second half here at Marshfield Columbus tonight. Gavin Kilty, a three from the near corner, no good. Oh, rebound Elert right over the back of Tommy Nystrom. The putback by Elert is good. 42-27 now.
Another rebound that Spencer should not have had.
Air ball three by Drexler. No rebounding for Columbus. Easy pickings for Cash, and the Rockets have it back to our left. Uncontested rebound for Cash. Rockets, Elert right side, no good. Oh, rebound Stratman. Big rebound for Columbus there. Back to our right come the Dons. Wilczek, reverse layup, good. Sam Wilczek, another big Rocket, or a Dons basket. Now the Rockets back to our left now. 42-29. Rockets by 13. They can't get too conservative here, can they?
No.
Inside for Kilty, missed it. Rebound, Brandt. Outlet to Bowman. Cash. Oh, forget it. This is over. This just in. Cash on fire. Fadeaway three. Right side. Money in the bank. Rockets can't miss. Charge on the other end. Elert sets his feet. They came to play and are sending a message to the rest of the Eastern Cloverbelt Conference. Rockets are for real this year. And they're taking it to Marshfield Columbus here tonight on the Dons' home floor. 45-29, all Spencer in this one. And the rematch ain't even close. Rockets on the run, other end, Elert, layup good. Dons got overextended on the full court press. Rockets beat the press like a drum, and easy layup for Elert on the other end. They're just toying with him now. Grant Olson, pull-up jumper in the lane, and the Dons with a big basket right there. Grant Olson with his first basket of the game, and we've played over 3.5 minutes of the second half already. That's how good this Rocket. Elert, wide open three. Missed it. Olson with a big rebound for Columbus right there. But boy, that's how well the Rockets have been playing. Drexler with a drive and kick to Olson. A little floater in the lane. Olson with another one. All right, and now a Dons timeout. All right, so 47-33. But I'm telling you what, the Rockets are having their way with this Columbus team here tonight.
Yeah, the nice thing about the Dons is they're never out of any game because they got the three-point shooting ability and they've got a pretty decent press. So they can get some turnovers and they can get back in this game pretty quickly on a run. That's just something they've been able to do over the history, and it's something this team can do. But you got to get stops on the defensive end. You can't let them keep scoring, and that's what Columbus has had trouble because of the rebounding. I think 3 out of the 4 baskets in the second half already by Spencer have been off second shots, second chances. Got the stop on the first pit, but then you can't get the rebound, and then they put it back in. That's a killer. You cannot have those second shots.
All right, so after the timeout by Columbus, Rockets have the ball to our left. 4 minutes gone by here in the second half. 47-33, Spencer by 14. In control of this game here tonight. Columbus playing somewhat, short-handed. No Eden Jacobson tonight. The Rockets are without Cody Verks. Elert, left side, layup good. He can get to the rim anytime he wants. Nobody can contest Elert. He's got it whenever he wants it. And now the Dons back to our right. Stratman to Wilczek in the lane. Sam drives and kicks. Nystrom, right side, three. There's a big shot by Nystrom. 49-36. Rocket lead to 13. Bauman drives, layup, missed on the other end. Drexler with a rebound. Outlet to Wilczek. Here come the Dons back to our left. Nystrom, left baseline. Out top, Drexler, open three, yes! Oh, a big three by the Dons. Rockets need a timeout. Hey, Columbus is still in the building. I thought they had left for the night and checked out of this one. But they're here, and they're down by 10 with 5 minutes gone by here in half number 2. Stay with us. We've got more basketball from Columbus in a 10-point game after this.
Are you in need of a new vehicle or a new set of tires to help you navigate the
30 seconds.
See one of the helpful lenders.
Nets Deep in Marshfield and Spencer is open now for Friday Fish Fry. Get to Nets Deep now, get your fish fry, and watch this game. That's right, have your fish and watch the game. You get it all at Nets Deep. You can also visit Nets Deep Express Grab and Go in Marshfield, just south of 14th Street on South Central Avenue. Nets Deep is open late after the game. We'll see you there.
Within reach, right?
Yeah, definitely. Like I say, Columbus is never out of the game because of their three-point shooting ability. Again, they just have to get stops, and to get stops, you got to get the rebound. You can't just make the team miss the first shot and then give up the rebound.
All right, so here are the Rockets with the ball after the timeout by Spencer. Austin Bacon to front court left. Almost lost the ball. Drives in, down low for Ehlert. Ehlert not ready for that pass, right through his fingers. There's a big Rocket turnover, and now let's see if Columbus can capitalize and get this Spencer lead to single digits. Rockets have to give the ball back to Columbus. Dons to our right. Carlos Hackle in the lane. Oh, lost the ball. Bacon takes it away. Drives in. Ehlert, left side layup, blocked by Olsen. And out of bounds, they're going to say it went off Grant Olsen. And you didn't like it.
No.
Did it go off Ehlert?
It went off Ehlert as other arm. As he hit it, he hit into Ehlert's other arm, and then it went out of bounds.
All right, so it stays with the Rockets, though. And they have the ball to our left after Hackle, who's in the ball game for the first time for Columbus, turned it over on the other end. A drive by Cash, pull-up jumper in the lane in heavy traffic, no good. Hackle with a big Columbus rebound. Outlet to Olsen. Drexler in the near corner. Dons have it front court to our right. Olsen to Wilczek on the left wing. Wilczek drives and kicks to Hackle, who's not ready for the pass. Ball got away from him. It always takes Hackle about 5 minutes to check into a game. He's never really in it right away. You'll see the first 3 or 4 passes to Carlos will get away from him. He's never quite ready when he comes in there. And now we've got a foul.
Pretty sure he's coming out right now.
Yeah, he's turning the ball over twice already. Yeah, he's coming out right here. Strotman's going to come right back in there. So good move there. So Strotman out there. And did we have a foul on Wilczek here a moment ago?
Yeah, there was.
Non-shooting foul. Rockets have it to our left, leading by 10, 49-39. 11:30 left in half number 2. Spencer, front court to our left. Cash on the right wing to Austin Bacon. Now Cash for 3, no good. Rebound, Nystrom. Columbus gets a stop. Up ahead for Wilczek. Left corner, Zach Olsen. Olsen out to Drexler for 3, no good. And Cash with an uncontested rebound for Spencer. Now Zach Olsen goes for a steal in the backcourt and reaches in and commits the foul. Not sure what that was about.
It would have been a huge shot by Drexler if he could have made that. He had a good look at a 3. He was right on line. It was just a little short. Hit the front iron and it wouldn't roll in. He was right there, just a tad further, and that would have got him within 7.
Yeah, now Noreen into the ball game for the Dons. Cash has to come out. He's got some blood somewhere, so they're going to get Caleb Rucker into the ball game now. 7 minutes gone by here in half number 2, 49-39, and it's Spencer by 10. It'll be Spencer basketball. Rucker in the backcourt will inbound to Austin Bacon. Bacon back to front court left for the Rockets. They have a 10-point lead. Bacon dribbles in. Down low for Rucker. Ball got away from him. Brandt picks it up, puts up a shot, no good. We've got a loose ball or rebounding foul on Marshfield. That's going to be Stratman's third. And Caleb Brandt at the foul line for Spencer.
Yeah, and Columbus has finally gone to the man-to-man defense a couple minutes ago to try to scramble the game a little bit and change things because the zone wasn't really working.
Yeah.
It's allowed them to cut the lead a little bit here, but again, they just keep needing stops, and got to get them rebounds.
Yep, first one good for Caleb Brandt. Second foul shot here. That one is good as well. He got them both. Gavin Kilty back into the ball game for the Rockets here. And now they're going to get Cash right back out there. Got some tape. He was scraped up on the left leg, and they got it taped up. And he's right back out there. 51-39. Wilczek drives and kicks to Noreen on the other end. Don's in the half court to our right. Wilczek gets it back on the near wing. Nystrom over to Stratman now. Gage drives and kicks to Noreen in the near corner. Noreen drives in, dumps it down low for Stratman. Left side of the rim, up and in for Gage. Stratman, his first basket of the game. And it's back to a 10-point Rocket lead. They have it back to our left. Cash, oh boy, forearm shove on Noreen. But it's going to be on Cole Noreen.
That's a big one because that's 5 team fouls already on Columbus and 0 on Spencer in the second half.
Number 2 on Noreen. Should have been a shove on Bacon. Definitely extended that forearm. Bacon, hands to Brandt. Right side jumper, no good. Rebound grab by who? Olsen. I'm not sure. I don't think anybody had it. I think there's a rebounding foul on Columbus again. That's team foul number. The fouls are 6-0 in the second half against Columbus. And was that 4 on Stratman?
Yep.
Wow. Now an offensive foul on the inbounds attempt by Spencer and an illegal screen, I think, on Caleb Brandt. Dons are going to have to get Stratman out. No, they're going to leave him out there. Brandt, with his second foul, will come out for the Rockets. And it's going to be Carson Schmidt out there. So the Dons have it to our right. Down by 10 with 10 to play. Noreen for 3. Bingo! Cole Noreen! His first basket of the ball game. It's a 7-point Rocket lead with 9:40 to go. Rockets back to front court left. Bacon on top, hands to Bauman. Bauman hands to Cash. Cash now got fouled out on top, I believe, by Cole Noreen. Man, not much there either on that one.
That puts him in the bonus.
Now it's a 7, yeah. Now it's a 1-1. Ouch. With over 9 to play. So Cash at the line. And the 1-1 here, he missed it. Rebound grabbed by Nystrom. And that foul was on Noreen, his third. Dons have it to our right. Noreen drives in from the right side and to the rim, and no good, but a blocking foul on Austin Bacon, and that's going to be number 4 on Austin Bacon, and they're going to have to get him out of the game. Bacon with 4 fouls on the Rocket bench with over 9 minutes to go in the game, and Noreen at the line. And that's big. Front end of a 1-1 for Noreen. Rolls.
The bucket went.
Oh, I'm sorry. It was an and one, right?
Yep, correct.
Oh, he made the basket. Free throw good. 3-point play. Bacon on the bench with 4 fouls, and a Rocket miss on the other end. Drexler with a rebound, ahead for Wilczek. Nystrom, right side, 3, no! Noreen with a big offensive rebound for Columbus, though, and then lost the ball out of bounds, and he'll give it right back to the Rockets with 9:01 left in regulation time in what has now become a 4-point game. I had written them off, as I have a tendency to do.
Yeah, you do.
All right, well, the way they were playing, I thought the Dons had gone AWOL. And they're back in town and ready to play.
When Columbus switched to man-to-man, that made a big difference. Although they're in the bonus early, but it did make a big difference in the game.
All right, Rockets have it to our left. Their 15-point lead is gone. They lead by 4. Bauman, pull-up jumper in the lane, no good. Stratman with another Columbus rebound. Here come the Dons to our right. Noreen, right corner, 3! Yes! Oh, baby! It is a 1-point game! Stone cold 3 from the right corner for Cole Noreen, and the Rockets have to talk things over. Big run for the Dons here in this second half. And now it's 51-50. Cue up to Van Halen. We got a 51-50 ball game here. It was 15. Now the Rocket lead is 1. What is happening here?
Well, like I said, when the Dons switched to man-to-man, that made a big difference because then the rebounding improved. Because then you know who you're boxing out. You're boxing out your guy, and that's a lot easier to rebound out of man-to-man. And the second half, the rebounding is actually 8 for Columbus and only 6 for Spencer. So they shored up that first half deficiency in rebounding. And then, in addition to that, they've been able to get a spark from Cole Noreen, who's really come in and done some really nice things off the bench.
9 points for Noreen in this second half. 2 3-point baskets. Rockets have it to our left, up by just 1. Ehlert, left baseline drive to the rim and in. Big basket by Eric Ehlert, 53-50. Stratman drives in, dumps it down low, wide open, Wilczek under the basket. 2 on one end, 2 on the other, still a 1-point game, 7:40 to go in regulation time. Rockets attack. Cash, pull-up jumper in the lane, no good. Rebound tipped around. Cash got it back from the right baseline, puts it up and in for 2 for Cash. A big shot there. Dons have it to our right now, down by 3. And Stratman, right baseline drive, right past Carson Schmitz. And that was who, Stratman?
Stratman, yeah.
Right to the rim for 2. Now Bauman drives in on the other end and gets fouled going to the rim. And he'll be at the line for Spencer.
Spencer's gotten a lot less patient since Columbus made this little run. They're now just going down and they're shooting right away. They're not really running their offense like they were earlier. But again, if they are aggressive, they can get to the line just like this time because they're in the bonus, like we said early here.
And is that 5 on Stratman?
Yep, that's 5 on Stratman.
Stratman has just fouled out of the ball game with 7:06 remaining in regulation time. Wow. And Bauman at the line for Spencer. And the first one, no good. This is a shooting foul here. Second one coming, 8 team fouls on Columbus here, compared to 2 for Spencer. Bauman's second one, no good. Missed them both. Nystrom with a rebound. Columbus has it to our right. 7 to play. 1-point ball game. Olsen traveled with the ball.
Please check your 50-50 raffle tickets.
All right, so Rockets get it back off the turnover now. 55-54. Spencer by 1. They have the ball coming full length of the floor to our left. Here's Bauman on the right wing, up top for Brett Cash. Guarded by Cole Nareen between the circles. Right side now for Bauman. Bauman, step back 3, no good. Rebound, Jaden Neenist of Columbus. Up ahead for Nareen. On the right side to Olsen in the near corner. On top, Wilczek drives the lane. Blocked from behind by Elert on the layup attempt. Cash has the loose ball. Drives to the other end, to the rim, no good, but a whistle and another Columbus foul, their 9th of the half. 9-2 on the fouls, and Columbus is getting all the calls against them here so far. Cash is at the line. First one good. So now, Gavin Kilty out, Carson Schmidt in for the Rockets. And the second one here by Cash is up and good. He got them both. 2 big free throws by Cash. 57-54, 6:15 to go. Now in regulation, Neenis drives the lane to the rim and in. Oh, and the foul! It's an and 1 for Neenis, and he can tie it on the free throw. The Dons have come all the way back from 15 down. Oh, wow.
Yeah, great drive by Neenis from the left wing. Drove it straight into the middle of the lane and finished with kind of like a little hook shot. And took the hit and was able to bank it home.
Number 2 on Cash, and Neenis knocks down the free throw, kind of hid the ball from the defender, and then at the last second kind of hooked it up and in and got the foul as well. We're tied at 57 with 6 to go in regulation. Rockets have it to our left now. And now here's Cash on the right wing, guarded by Wilczek. Cash, a pull-up 3 for, oh my goodness. Talk about stone cold shots right there.
I was going to say bad shot, and then it went in.
Yeah, right. And now a drive to the rim by Olsen on the other end. No good. There is a whistle, and it looks like a Spencer foul right here. And so it looks like Schmidt will pick up the foul, and Olsen at the line for the Dons.
Yeah, both teams are becoming a lot more aggressive going to the rim. They're realizing that there's openings there and they can beat their guy. And of course, the way they're reffing this game, super tight. If you get bumped a little bit, you're going to go to the line, and they're finally realizing that.
All right, so the first one was good by Grant Olsen, and the second one was good. And so now we're back to a 1-point ball game, 60-59. Rockets have the lead and the ball with 5.5 to go in regulation. Rockets to our left. Cash on the right wing. Cash trying to drive in, spins, shoots, no good. Rebound by Brandt. Now the ball gets knocked away, and it's stolen by Columbus. Wilczek with a pass to Neenis. Oh, and he wasn't there. I think Wilczek thought he had somebody running with him up that left sideline, and nobody was there. Wilczek threw it away. So now Wilczek will come out of the ball game, and Cole Nareen will check in. And for Spencer, Gavin Kilty back out there for Carson Schmidt. All right, so 5:11 to go. 1-point Rocket lead. They have the ball, backcourt. Now to our left. Bauman up the far sideline to our left. Has it for Spencer. In a 1-point ball game now at the 5-minute mark of this second half. Cash on the near wing. Now to Brandt up top for Elert. Elert over to Bauman. Now Brandt on that right baseline. Right past Drexler. Brandt to the rim, no good, but drew enough contact from Drexler there and gets the call, and more free throws for Spencer and a foul on Wyatt Drexler.
Yeah, fortunate for Columbus that Brandt didn't finish that because he had a point-blank layup because he just barely got bumped, but he wasn't able to make it.
And now the first free throw by Caleb Brandt is good. So one more here. That one is good. 4 for 4 in this second half from the line for Caleb Brandt. And that gives the Rockets a 3-point lead with 4:47 left in regulation time. Dons get the ball back now. Cole Nareen, front court to our right. Top of the key, greeted by Eric Ehlert. Nareen, oh, we've got a moving screen on Columbus. Offensive foul somewhere.
Personal foul is on number 34.
Yeah, it was a screen, and they called a moving screen, but it was.
Wow.
I'm sorry, it was a terrible call.
Wow.
That's all I can say. He didn't move on that.
No.
It just there was nothing there. Coach is complaining right now to the referee too. Coach K.
Yeah, that's number 4 on Grant Olson. Now Austin Bacon with 4 fouls back out there for the Rockets. 4.5 left in regulation. Rockets trying to put it away right here, maybe. Leading by 3. Bacon drives in, lob shot at the rim and in for 2. His first bucket of the second half. And it was a big one. Dons trying to answer. Drexler, right corner 3, no good. Nenis with the rebound on the left baseline. Up and no good. Rebound tipped around and grabbed by Spencer. And now Bauman in the backcourt, trapped against the sideline. Threw it off of Nystrom, I believe. And now we've got, a bench warning, I think, maybe against Columbus or something. Well, this one is, the calls have obviously, look at the scoreboard. They heavily favor Spencer. The fouls are 10-4 against the Dons here in the second half. All right, no call, but a warning. Rockets have it to our left. Oh, they threw it away. Bauman trying to get it to Ehlert in the left corner, and that ball got past Eric Ehlert, and it went sailing out of bounds. A Rocket turnover. Columbus will get the ball back, trailing by 5 with 3:41 to go in regulation. This is a big possession right here for Columbus.
Yeah, they don't want to get too far down here with 3.5 to go.
Yeah, you got to have points right here. Wilczek, top of the key, trying to drive in, kicks it to Nenis. Nenis drives to the rim and in for 2. There's a big layup by Jaden Nenis. 3-point ball game. 3:15 to go now. Rockets coming back to our left. Cash hands off to Bauman. Bauman on the right wing now. Pull up 3 and no good. Ehlert with a rebound in the lane. Up and in for Eric Ehlert. Big putback by Ehlert right there. Now Wilczek drives in on the other end and gets fouled from behind by Caleb Brandt with 2:55 remaining in the ball game. And Wilczek will be at the foul line here for Columbus. Dons down by 5. And the Rockets want a timeout. 2:55 remaining. Rockets by 5, and more basketball from Columbus after this.
Before the next snow, see Bill's Service Center in the
Jenny Shaner, Realtor First Weber, has been a Central Wisconsin resident her entire life. That means she has the inside edge on knowing the landscape and what it takes to care for your real estate needs. Whether you're buying or selling, Jenny Shaner, Realtor First Weber, is your friend and neighbor, ready to help.
I'm Jenny Shaner, Realtor First Weber, with experience in residential and commercial real estate. Let's work together as a team for a win in your next real estate transaction.
Wondering what to feed your team after work, the game, or this weekend? Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids has tasty, char-broiled burgers for any hungry appetite. From the classic hamburger to the famous Chips Champ and everything in between, check out our daily specials. Stop inside to enjoy your meal with comfortable seating. See our complete menu of burgers, hot ham and cheese, hot beef, chicken and fish, fries, rings, curds, and ice cream served year-round. In a hurry? Same great menu in the drive-thru. Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids.
5 to go in regulation time. We'll check at the foul line for the Dons after the foul by Caleb Brandt, his third. And the first one is good. It is a 4-point ball game here. Second one is also good. 2 big foul shots for Sam Wilczek. It's a 3-point, 1-possession game. Under 3 minutes to go. Spencer has the ball to our left. Bauman on the near wing, front court to our left. Hands to Austin Bacon. Out there with his 4 fouls. Brett Cash gets it top of the key, way out near the timeline now. Cash going to drive in, pull-up jumper in the lane, around and out. Brandt with a big offensive rebound, kicks it out to Cash for a 3, no good. Scramble for the loose ball. What do we have, a jump ball? It's going to stay with Spencer. Nystrom and Bauman were fighting for it. They called a jump ball, and the Rockets have the possession arrow in their favor.
There's 2 second chances there by the Spencer Rockets. Dons just can't get the rebound.
Yeah, they can't rebound the ball, and when they need to. Cash will inbound to Bacon in the right corner. Bacon now driving past Nenes to the rim, and no good. Brandt with another rebound, up and no good, but a Columbus foul, and Brandt will be at the line for Spencer, where he is 4 for 4 from the foul line here in the second half. And again, no rebounding presence for Columbus right there.
No, there's not getting a body on the Spencer Rocket players to be able to get those rebounds.
First one is good, yep.
Even if you're smaller, if you can get a body on someone, you can still get the ball, but Columbus is not doing that at this time, and the Rockets are just more aggressive when it comes to rebounding.
Second one by Brandt is also good. He's made 6 in a row from the line here in the second half. And the Rockets now lead by 5, slowly pulling away. 2 minutes to go. Dons have the ball. Down by 5. Nenes down low for Nareen on the left baseline. Nareen out to Nenes, who drives the lane. Kicks it to Wilczek for 3. Hey, it's good! Oh, Sam Wilczek knocks down a big one. 2-point ball game, 1:40 to go. Rockets back to our left now. Cash hands to Bacon. On the near wing to Ehlert now. Ehlert had it knocked away by Wilczek. Wilczek went for the steal, and Sam knocked it away, almost had it. Ehlert fell asleep there for a second. Sam reminded him he was still there. Rockets will inbound on the near sideline. Front court to our left. Cash gets it into Bacon. Austin, top of the key now. 1:25 to go. Bacon down low for Ehlert, or tried. It was kicked. That pass went off a Dons defender, off his leg, and that will stay with the Rockets. Bacon will inbound on the near sideline. At quarter court, front court to our left. Gets it in for Cash now with 1:15 to go. Rockets by 2. Cash out on the top of the key. Hands to Brandt. Right side, Ehlert for 3. In and out, no good. And Nenes with a big rebound for the Dons. Up ahead for Wilczek to Nystrom. Nystrom on the near wing for Nareen. Nareen, right corner for Drexler. In for Wilczek. Left side 3 for Nenes, and he airballed it. Rebound by Bacon with 48 seconds to go. Dons come away empty, down by 2. They couldn't knock it down, and now Drexler reaches in on Bacon on the other end of the floor and commits the foul with 41 seconds to go. A big miss there by Columbus. They needed points right there.
Yeah, let's talk about the last possession by Spencer. With a minute to go, Ehlert jacks up a 3-pointer, which was really shocking. You're trying to run clock there and try to get fouls, and he shoots up a 3 and gives Columbus a chance.
And now Bacon putting the game away at the line with a big free throw right there. and it's a 3-point ball game. This would make it 4 right here, and a 2-possession game. So now the second one by Bacon off the front of the rim, no good. Oh, and we have a rebounding foul on Elert over the back of Ninus, who got position for Columbus on a big rebound there. And that's going to be number 3 on Elert.
Team 6.
All right, so now the Dons have the ball. Down by 3. 35 seconds to go. Wilczek drives in. Kicks to Drexler. Drexler out top for Ninus. Now Wilczek drives in. Had the ball knocked away and stolen by Spencer. Oh, big Columbus turnover. And now a flagrant foul in the backcourt on Columbus, going for the foul with 22 seconds to go. Nobody could, wow. Nobody could get off a shot. So that'll be a flagrant foul. And that's 2 shots in the ball, right? And that's the game. That's the ball game right there. That is the ball game. Cash at the line to seal the deal. All you got to do is make one, pretty much in a, 3-point game right here. So Cash at the line, no good. He'll get one more, but the Rockets will get the ball, and as soon as they do, the Dons will foul again, right?
Yep, they probably will if they don't get a steal.
If they, yeah, right away. They need one in a hurry. Second foul shot here.
Just depends what Spencer does with these free throws.
Yeah, here's that one's good. Game over.
No, game's not over.
Ball game right there. 4-point ball game. The Rockets get the ball now, too, after a flagrant foul on Ninus, his second. So the Rockets will run out the final 22 seconds here. And boy, hang on for a thrilling win here tonight. Rockets inbound in the backcourt. Cash is fouled. No, Spencer timeout.
Smart, really smart timeout by the Spencer coach there, because Cash was right in the corner and he's double teamed, and the coach recognized it.
And
from
the Rock,
Spencer.
yeah, and the Dons did not foul right away.
No, and they shouldn't, because they had him pinned.
All right, so it's a 4-point ball game, 20 seconds to go. So now what happens if you're Columbus or Spencer? What are these guys talking about in the huddle?
Well, Spencer just going to look to get the ball in, not in a bad spot, and to one of your better follow shooters so that you can send that person to the line. And Columbus is obviously going to try to get a steal. If they don't get a steal, then they got to foul, and you can't be picky. You pretty much have to take almost whoever has the ball, unfortunately. And, of course, Spencer's going to try to get it to their best free throw shooter.
Yeah. It would be Caleb Brandt, by the way.
I think they'll look to get it to Cash probably, but we'll see. I don't know.
Well, he is 3 for 5 from the line here in the second half, and Caleb Brandt is 6 for 6.
Cash is the better ball handler, though. So, but we'll see what they do and who they try to get it to.
All right, here we go. The Rocket fans, you can hear them. What is this? A Packer road game?
Well, it's only down the road, you know.
Yeah, you got that right. All right, so the Rockets inbounding. Bauman. And what do we got? A foul right away, even before the inbounds play. A hold on the inbounds play by Cole Nareen. Well, that accomplishes, I guess, that so without any time coming off.
Yeah, Cash will go to the line.
Yeah, Cash at the line. 3 for 5 in the second half. 3 for 6 on the night. Cash at the line right here to seal the deal and give the Rockets the win. And the first one, no good. He missed it. He is 3 for 7 tonight from the line. Now the second one is good. 5-point Rocket lead. Dons with 19 seconds. Front court to our right. Got to get off a 3 here. And here's Jaden Ninus. Passed on the 3. He was open. Now Nystrom trying to get off a 3. Here's Nareen. No good, ball game. Clock running out, that's going to do it. Spencer's going to sweep Marshfield Columbus. I don't believe it. When's the last time Columbus got swept by anybody in the regular season in the Cloverbelt Conference? When's the last time that's happened?
I have no clue. You probably know, though.
I don't know. Whoa! Listen to the Rocket crowd here at Columbus High School. The Spencer Rockets have swept the Columbus Dons here this season. 5 conference losses for Columbus in one season. They haven't done that in the last 3 seasons, I don't think. Wow.
We want to thank you very much.
Big win by the Spencer Rockets. They sweep the Columbus Dons this season in 2 head-to-head matchups. This one not as close as round number 1, which was a 1-point ball game. This one, a 5-point Rocket win. They come into Columbus and knock off the Dons again for the second time this season. 71-66. The Spencer Rockets, Todd, are for real this year.
They are, and they came and they played very aggressively, especially on the rebounding ends of the floor, in both offensively and defensively. Didn't give up a lot of second shots and got a lot of second shots. In the second half, I bet almost half their points came on second shots because they were very aggressive in getting those, and that's when they got a lot of the fouls too, because it wasn't off the first shot when they got fouled, it was off the rebound, and then Columbus was forced to foul in a lot of those situations, and that's why there was such a foul disparity in the second half, and really a little bit in the first half too, because on those second shots you're in a vulnerable position and you got to try to play defense, and the refs called this pretty tight. I mean, you couldn't really bump anyone or anything much, and they would be calling fouls. So you just got to adjust, and that's how the game was called, and that's just the way it was.
Well, pretty tight is putting it mildly. I mean, it was absurdly tight. I mean, it was. We're not going to let them play, and we're going to make this game about us kind of game tonight. Man, I hate to see that, because now, as a player, you don't know what's a foul. Well, how are you supposed to play defense when you don't know what a foul is anymore? It's like pass interference. What's pass interference? What's a catch? How are these guys supposed to D it up when you don't know if you're going to get called for something or not? You know, that's what I don't like. You're sending mixed messages to these young kids who are trying to learn a game, for crying out loud. Let them play for once. Man, I hate that. I hate when refs make it about them sometimes. And tonight, they made it about them. Too bad, in a very close ball game that could have been a lot closer had the refs not taken over the game at times. I just hate to see that when they're making calls that sometimes aren't there or don't seem to be there. I mean, it's got to be a little loosey-goosey. I've seen games called a lot looser than this one, that's for sure.
Yeah, and it was about, 5-6 years ago, maybe 7 years ago, I don't know, something like that now, that the WIA kind of just didn't want anybody getting hurt.
Well,
and they used that as their excuse, basically, to tell the refs, we want you to call it tighter.
I know.
And that's what the refs are doing. They're pretty much following what the WA. Now the state tournament's different.
Yeah.
you don't see them reffing like that.
Well,
they let players make plays. They let teams play, and you notice that it's just different. And
inconsistent is what is the word you're looking for.
Yeah, and I don't know why it is that way, but I guess that's how it works. Like in the playoffs of the NBA too, I think they let them play more, and even in the NCAA tournament, they just let them play more, and let players make plays, and not have the officials decide it.
And the question is why?
I don't know.
Why? I want it consistent every game, all year long, no matter what the crew is. Because now you call a game like this, now your crew has that reputation, and you're never going to get rid of it. Forget about it. You see, the team sees you guys come in the gym, and you're like, forget about it. There goes our game plan, because we're going to the free throw line, 40 times. I mean, now you don't know what to expect, right?
Yeah, and it's not a perfect world. You're never gonna get that consistency all the time, because everybody refs different, everybody's human. But again, you just like to see kids get a chance to play.
Yeah, exactly. That's all I'm saying.
There was that offensive call on a block. On Columbus, and that was a crucial call.
Yeah, it was
down the stretch, and I didn't see him move on the screen, and if he did, it was very little. And that was just it was kind of a big call. It was a little bit of momentum changer right there. But again, it comes down to, Spencer just out-rebounded.
I was just going to say the refs didn't help him rebound, so that was huge in this ball game right there.
You got a 42 for Spencer to 25 for Columbus. That's a 17 difference in rebounds, and a lot of those are offensive putbacks or second chances. And Columbus only lost by 5.
Right.
So you get a few more rebounds. Don't let them get those second chances.
Way different.
You can win the game right there. And I always say you rebound, don't turn the ball over, and you play good defense. You're going to win a lot of games, no matter how you shoot the ball. You're going to be able to stay in games. And the turnover battle also was won by Spencer. They had 13. And Columbus had 18. So again, there's 5 extra possessions there that Spencer got over Columbus on turnovers. And again, those 2 things add up to at least a 5-point loss for Columbus.
Wow, yeah. Without Eden Jacobson, they're king of rebounders in the area. So if Eden's in the ball game, maybe it's way different. I think that's the key right there.
Yeah, it certainly makes a difference when he's in there, because he is by far their best rebounder and the most physical player.
Oh, the best rebounder on any team around.
Yeah.
Show me somebody better than Eden Jacobson at rebounding a basketball. I haven't seen one yet this season.
The only trouble is you might have been in full trouble.
Well, in a game like this, you're probably right.
Because he's very aggressive.
Yes, you're right.
And he really goes after the ball, and he's had trouble with fouls all year long because he is very aggressive.
Right.
And so I don't know how long you just stayed in this game.
And you can't take anything away from the Rockets, because they grabbed rebounds and they knocked down some big shots when they had to. They really did.
They did. The Rockets played well. They only have 13 turnovers. That's a pretty decent game for a high school team. If you can stay under 15, that's not bad. They did a pretty good job taking care of it, even though Columbus was pressing as much as they could all game. Spencer was pretty poised. They didn't get any really too bad of streaks where they turned it over 3, 4, 5 times in a row, anything like that. They played pretty consistent, and a couple ill-advised shots at the end by Spencer, I thought, when they were ahead, is jacking up a couple threes, but they were able to survive it and beat Columbus tonight.
Yeah, heck of a win here by the Spencer Rockets. Man, they got a good team too. So they're now 10-4. 10-4 on the season and 9-1 in the conference.
Yeah.
And Columbus falls to 6-8 overall, and the Dons are now 5-5 in conference play so far this season.
Yeah, and I know Spencer will get Neillsville one more time, and they lost to them, 63-46. Spencer lost last time.
Yep, right.
So they'll get another crack at them because they're 1 game behind Neillsville, and that's their only loss.
In a couple weeks.
Yep.
In a couple weeks.
Yep.
Rockets get the win, 71-66, our final score. We'll talk more about this Spencer win as our post-game report continues in just a moment.
For me, college is about more than hitting the books. And at Mid-State Technical College, I get the whole college experience. Live in a dorm? Bam. There's a meal plan? Tasty. I could join a student organization? Hi. Or intramural sports. Yeah. Plus, I can study abroad while earning college credit. And the cost for all of this? No brainer. So don't wait. Apply today.
Nasonville Dairy, family owned and operated, bringing you fresh cheese curds made daily, along with many other varieties of Wisconsin-made cheeses and treats. Don't forget to check out our cheese and sausage trays for your upcoming parties and cheese and sausage gift packages for the holiday season or any other special occasion. Nasonville Dairy, located just southwest of Marshfield on US Highway 10, NasonvilleDairy.com.
On that. With Todd Schultz, I'm Mike Warren. As our post-game report continues now, let's bring in the head coach of the Spencer Rockets, Clint Neiman, kind enough to join us, Coach, after a very historic and thrilling win here tonight over Marshfield Columbus.
Yeah, it feels good to come in here and get a win against Columbus. Coach K has a great program. The kids do it the right way. Just a phenomenal, fundamentally sound team. They're down a little bit from last year. These kids are learning in that, but anytime to come in Columbus and get a win, that's big, and especially for us.
Yeah, you got that right. Big win here tonight. Let's bring in Todd Schultz, our analyst on this game. And Todd, take it away.
Yeah, maybe talk about, first of all, how you handled their 2-3 zone, because your team seemed to do a really nice job of picking that apart for most of the game. How were you able to do that?
Yeah, the first half, they played primarily zone there, and I was really pleased with our ball movement. It's been pretty frustrating in the last, I would say, couple weeks, because we really have not moved the ball well in our previous games. And tonight in that first half, I thought they really did a nice job. We had some guys cutting to the rim, and we had a lot of nice looks, and so that was great to see. It was some nice improvement from our previous games. And then, of course, they made some halftime adjustments and changed it up on us. But, yeah, I thought they did a real nice job there.
When they switched to man on you in the second half, about midway through the second half, that's when they made their run. Kind of what happened there to your team? It just seemed to be not the same flow they had earlier.
Yeah, against the man, we just got stagnant, and I think the kids, they got a little uptight. I think they felt more comfortable running against that zone with the different offenses that we have. And our man-to-man is coming along. We implemented a new wrinkle to our man-to-man offense, and they're just not comfortable with it. They're getting better. We implemented it over Christmas, and so it's getting better every game, but it really slowed us down, and I think guys just got a little tight, and we didn't have those same cuts that we saw in the first half.
Let's talk about your defense a little bit, and you're able to really shut down Nystrom again, kind of like you did in the second half of the first game. How were you guys able to do that and just kind of take him out of the game? He's their leading scorer, and he only had 8 tonight.
Yeah, Hayden Bauman, hats off to him. I think that kid is all conference just because of his defensive prowess. He's a phenomenal kid. He's got speed. He's a football guy, so he's got great vision, and he really takes it to heart, taking somebody away. And tonight, Nystrom was his assignment again, and just making him uncomfortable. Nystrom is such a strong shooter and a pure shooter, but with Hayden's quickness and his hands and that, it's really hard for a guy like Nystrom to even break loose from him. So I thought Hayden did an excellent job on him.
Yeah, I agree. And we got to talk about the key to the game, in my mind, was your rebounding. You guys are very aggressive and really going to the boards, and maybe talk about how you guys stress that over the season.
It's been a sore spot of mine in practice for quite a while now. Rebounding is all about desire and heart, and that's something that we've been working on diligently in practice. And I'm getting more and more pleased with their effort from that respect. And tonight it showed up big for us, and really proud of the guys for the way they battled. And we lost a few that they roll off our hands or maybe we're not paying attention. But overall, really proud of the guys for their effort on the glass.
Yeah, you out-rebounded them, according to my stats, which aren't official, but 42-25. So
okay.
Plus 17 rebounding edge. And
yeah, I'll take that.
Obviously, 5-point win, that correlates to a 5-point win every day of the week when you got that kind of rebounding edge. As far as the press, usually in my mind, the press typically wears you down as the game goes on, mentally as much as physically. But how did you guys were able to really handle that pretty nicely most of the game?
I don't mind teams pressing us because I feel confident with kids like Brett Cash, Austin Bacon, Hayden Bauman, and them. I don't mind seeing a press, and I think as the game goes on, I think we actually get better with it. And so where it might wear down some teams and get them frustrated, I think we actually thrive on that, and we get stronger as the game goes on. And I think Brett's mentality as the game goes on changes, and he's our best ball handler, and I thought he did a really nice job tonight. Of course, Austin was out for a lot of that second half with foul trouble. Some kids really stepped up in his place, but I think they did a nice job, being patient and not overreacting and not getting scared like we had in years past. I think that's the big difference to our team this year is we're just not we're not fearful of it, and that goes a long ways.
Well, it's nice when you got 3 or 4 good ball handlers you can rely on and feel like, hey, we can get the ball up the floor and hopefully get some layups off of it.
Exactly.
And you hit the nail on the head because you had 9 turnovers in the first half and only 4 in the second half. So again, you got better as the game went on, so you won the turnover battle as well. You guys had 13 and they had 18. So 13, not too bad for a high school team. A lot of times you want to be under 15 at least. If you can get under 10, that's a real win, but 13 isn't bad.
I'll take that. There's been some games, and 2 nights ago it was much different than that, so I'll take 13 and roll with that.
Yep, exactly.
All right, and Caleb Brandt played big in the second half. 6 for 6 from the foul line in that second half. Really able to do some things for you guys, especially during that stretch when Bacon was on the bench.
Yeah, Caleb played big tonight, by far his best game, with Cody being out and Tyson not available. Caleb had to have a big game for us, and he stepped in, and he's definitely growing and maturing into that role. So that makes me feel good as a coach that I can put him in and feel confident in his abilities and his aggressiveness. It was good to see tonight.
Yeah, in a game where they were the officials called it very tight, couldn't get away with breathing in this game, let alone playing defense. How were you guys able to adjust just to the way the game was being called?
That's difficult. We talk about it before we come out every night to see how the officials are going to call the game, and then we got to make adjustments. And I got some pretty scrappy kids and over-aggressive kids at times, and you see it there with Austin. A couple of those fouls, questionable, but that happens in a game. But he's got to be smart enough not to put himself in positions to pick up that 3rd or 4th foul, understanding where we're at in the game and knowing I got to be in the court. Maybe I shouldn't, stick my hand out here and try to steal the ball at this time. But I thought the guys adjusted well to it while still being aggressive, but just getting better fundamentally on defense and keeping their hands up in front of the guys.
And just talk about what is now a real signature win for you guys. 2 of them now over Marshfield Columbus. Just talk about being able to get a season sweep of the Dons, unheard of.
I'm really proud of our kids. I'm excited about our program. I want Spencer basketball to thrive, and I think the senior leadership we have this year, the excitement that they're building, I hope our younger kids are watching and getting excited about it, because I think we're on the right path, and the way they're performing this year in the conference is certainly something to be proud of.
I mean, your best recruiting tool right now is beating Marshfield Columbus twice in a season, and now younger kids are going, well, if that's what I'm signing up for, give me a jersey, right?
That certainly doesn't hurt. That certainly helps, and to beat Columbus anytime and 2 times in a season, we'll enjoy tonight for sure.
All right, very good. Coach, anything else after this big, exciting win here tonight?
Excited for our kids, really proud of the hard work that they put in, and love my guys, and can't wait to get back on the court.
All right, and you got what coming up?
No idea. We had Columbus tonight.
Love it. I love it.
Oh, this one game at a time
That's
stuff.
not even a lie. I have no idea who we play next.
Okay, all right. Well, you know what? I don't either. So, all right, Coach, thank you as always for the time. Congratulations on the huge win here tonight.
Thank you. Appreciate the coverage, guys.
All right, you bet.
Good job.
That's Clint Neiman, head coach of the Spencer Rockets, kind enough to join us on the postgame. Rockets win it 71-66. And stay with us. We've got more of our postgame after this.
Very friendly people.
It's like a family.
What to feed your team after work, the game, or this weekend? Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids has tasty char-broiled burgers for any hungry appetite. From the classic hamburger to the famous Chips Champ and everything in between, check out our daily specials. Stop inside to enjoy your meal with comfortable seating. See our complete menu of burgers, hot ham and cheese, hot beef, chicken and fish, fries, rings, curds, and ice cream served year-round. In a hurry? Same great menu in the drive-thru. Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids.
At V&H Automotive, you'll get the best price and best selection on all Ford, Lincoln, Chrysler, Ram, Dodge, and Jeep models guaranteed. At V&H, our friendly staff is always ready, here to serve you. No pressure, no gimmicks, just great deals, great service, and the best vehicles in central Wisconsin. Come see why our customers rate us #1.
V&H Automotive, a short drive from anywhere, or visit us at vhautos.com.
Hi, I'm Ashley. I'm the director at Little Sprouts. Little Sprouts has been a real great community. It's very family friendly. It feels like a big family to me, and being the new director here, I felt very welcomed into the family. I like the smaller family. Everybody knows everybody, and you all get to know everybody in the center, and we do family activities and much of a family atmosphere.
For me, college is about more than hitting the books. And at Mid-State Technical College, I get the whole college experience. Live in a dorm? Bam. There's a meal plan? Tasty. I could join a student organization? Hi. Or intramural sports.
Postgame stats brought to you by Ag Country Farm Credit Services, supporting agriculture and rural communities. Rockets led by Brett Cash with 20 points tonight.
Yeah, he's just a solid player. He's a senior, and he does everything for Spencer, and they definitely rely on him a lot. And I think he was really disappointed when he missed some of them free throws that he missed, because I think he's generally a pretty decent free throw shooter for the season, but tonight he didn't shoot them well, and I think that really was frustrating to him. But he had a very, very good game, very good floor game, and did a lot for his team.
Well, let's see here. From the foul line this season, Brett Cash, a 74% free throw shooter. He was 4 of 8 tonight? Yeah, 4 of 8, 50%.
Yep. So, they usually count on him to make free throws down the stretch, and he missed a few. He made some, of course, but he missed some, and it didn't cost him, fortunately, because Columbus couldn't take advantage.
Yeah, you're right. 18 for Eric Ehlert, including 10 in the second half. All of his points right around the rim.
Yeah, he was just rebounding like crazy. He had a lot of rebounds tonight, a lot of second shots, and that's what he did. That's how he got his points mostly, because it wasn't off the first shot normally.
All right, and then 14 for Caleb Brandt off the bench, including 6 for 6 from the line in that second half, 6 of 7 on the night. 2 big threes in the first half as well for Caleb Brandt.
Yeah, and he's got kind of a funny looking shot, but it was going in tonight, so he had it going definitely. But it was interesting. He's shooting those threes, but they were going through the net.
Yeah, they certainly were. Also 10 for Austin Bacon, spent much of that second half or later part of the second half on the bench with 4 fouls.
Yeah, and the other guys stepped up. They don't have a very deep bench at all,
right.
But that might hurt them down the road, because they are pretty aggressive, and they only can really go 6 or maybe 7 is really what they play. They don't have as deep a bench as Columbus does.
Also 5 points for Hayden Bauman, all in the first half. Bauman tonight 0 of 2 from the foul line. And then 2 points for Gavid Kilty and Caleb Rucker. Carson Schmidt did not score for Spencer. Marshfield Columbus led by Sam Wilczek with 16. Kind of a signature game for Sam Wilczek. Knocked down a big 3, and also 7 for 8 from the line for Sam.
Yeah, he was pretty aggressive getting to the rim. He saw openings in the Spencer defense from time to time and got in there. He wasn't able to finish around the rim, but he did get fouled sometimes and did make the free throws for the most part.
Yeah, and Sam came in to the ball game averaging 4.7 a game. So 16 points here tonight, and that is a season high for Sam Wilczek. 12 for Wyatt Drexler on 4 3-pointers. 3 big ones early in the ball game, just 1 in the second half.
Yeah, that's like we've been talking the whole broadcast, is he's very streaky, and he got those 3 quick ones, and then he went cold, and then he was able to make 1 in the second half, but he didn't have a lot of impact offensively for the Dons in the second half.
11 for Jaden Neenist, a 3-pointer. He was 2 of 3 from the foul line, 5 points in the second half. He was finding it tough to get a shot off too in that second half.
Yeah, and he's got to get to the rim. That's what he likes to do, get fouled, and he likes to go right, definitely more than left. But when he goes right, he's pretty tough, and that's how he got some of his hoops in the lane.
Also tonight, 9 for Cole Nareen, all in the second half. A pair of threes and 1 for 1 from the line on a three-point play.
Cole Nareen was a real spark plug in that second half, and he was a big factor in the Dons coming back from that big deficit because he brought energy and he made some shots. He got a couple turnovers. Yeah, he was a real big part coming off the bench and doing a nice job for the Dons.
And then 8 for Tom Nystrom, as we mentioned. 1-3 in the first half, another one in the second half, 5 after halftime, and they did a good job on Nystrom tonight defensively.
Yeah, Hayden Ballman was the assignment. He had Tom Nystrom for most of the game when he was in the game, and was able to really limit his shot attempts because Tom needs a little bit of space to get it off because he shoots pretty low and he has to dip down pretty low, so he doesn't have a real quick release. He needs space, and Ballman took that space up.
6 for Grant Olson, all in the second half tonight, including 2 of 2 from the foul line. Thought Grant might have been a bigger factor than he was.
Well, he could have been. He's the guy that missed 3 layups. He missed 2 of them early, then he missed the third one, I think in the second half or late first half, I can't remember, but he could easily had 10 or 12 points and been a bigger factor, and that might have gave him more confidence too because he was able to drive in, but once he started missing, I think he got less aggressive.
And then 4 for Gage Stratman, all in the second half. Gage fouled out with over 7 minutes left in the ball game.
Yeah, and Gage isn't a big scorer. Normally he brings a little bit of toughness because he's a football player, and he does help on the rebounding a little bit, but like you said, he was in foul trouble a lot in the second half.
Certainly was, and we should mention that, let's see here, Carlos Hackle did not score in the ball game. I think the only Don who played who did not score here tonight. Spencer outscored Columbus 38-25 in the first half. Columbus won the second half 41-33, but too little too late.
Yeah, again, they made some adjustments when they went man-to-man. Columbus went man-to-man in the second half. That really made a difference and changed the game. But again, like you said, they just couldn't overcome the big deficit they had in the first half.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, so our post-game stats brought to you by Ag Country Farm Credit Services, supporting agriculture and rural communities. And we'll come back and wrap things up after this.